My boyfriend from prison.
Uh-huh.
I have to go pick it up tomorrow.
Ashley Trevino has become one of TikTok's most talked about figures, but not for reasons anyone would want. Once just another mother sharing glimpses of her life online, she has transformed into a full-blown internet spectacle. Her name is now synonymous with controversy, chaos, and endless drama, drawing people in not with talent or positivity, but with shock value. From her unconventional relationships to her highly questionable parenting choices, Ashley's story has left social media audiences conflicted, outraged, and fascinated all at once.
So I put a note on Snap and I said, if he can do it from prison, your husband's out here in the free world can do it.
A Hispanic mother who has built a massive online presence, Ashley boasts over 1 million TikTok followers and has accumulated more than 11 million likes on the platform. Her Instagram has also grown to 91,000 followers, and even her Twitch account is beginning to gain traction. But her internet fame isn't built on admiration or inspiration. It thrives on scandal and backlash. Whether it's her personal life spilling onto live streams, her unsettling comments, or her wild interactions with followers, Ashley has found a way to keep people watching, even if it means being one of the most controversial names on social media. The biggest reason Ashley became infamous: her shocking dating preferences.
My girlfriend got mad at me for telling her about you because I had never told her about you.
Okay.
So when I go see her, what? I'm gonna tell you like, hey, I'm about to go see my girlfriend. You're gonna be okay when I calling me for that weekend or what?
All I'm telling you is, you have to tell.
She openly refers to herself as an inmate hopper, proudly admitting that she has a strong attraction to men in prison, no matter what they were convicted of. While some people found this strange but harmless at first, things quickly took a disturbing turn when details about her past relationships came to light. Ashley didn't just date inmates, she actively romanticized and defended men who committed horrifying crimes. One of the most chilling examples was her public support of a man convicted of first-degree murder, whose victims were 2 teenage girls. What made this even more unsettling: the victims' ages were shockingly close to those of Ashley's own daughters. Despite the widespread outrage, Ashley remained completely unfazed. She repeatedly dismissed criticism, insisting that she didn't care about her partner's pasts. To many, this wasn't just ignorance, it was a blatant disregard for morality. People questioned how any mother could so casually align herself with such dangerous individuals.
Uh-huh.
You can lie to her. I'm glad you don't lie to me. So I'm trying to tell you, Ashley, keep it real with me. I'm not gonna take motherfucker. What you doing?
Nothing.
But instead of addressing these concerns, Ashley doubled down. Her responses to Backlash didn't suggest regret or even self-reflection. Instead, it seemed like she thrived on the negativity, as though the controversy fueled her online presence rather than damaging it. She often made bold, outrageous statements that only fanned the flames, one of the most infamous being her claim that she prefers dating inmates because they are less likely to cheat. The internet was left in disbelief. Many wondered what drove her to seek out these relationships. Did she feel safer with men who were locked away, unable to physically betray or leave her?
Nothing.
Why you feeling like that?
Because you're making me laugh.
You're
You're psycho. Do you know that?
Yeah, I'm crazy about you, girl.
You're psycho, like legit psycho. Like I've never been with somebody as psycho as you.
Oh, you with me then?
Was she gravitating towards situations where she felt she had the upper hand? Or was this all a calculated move to keep people talking about her, knowing that controversy would keep her relevant? The more people speculated about her true motivations, the more her audience grew. With every attempt to explain herself, she only poured more fuel on the fire, deepening the public's fascination with her increasingly disturbing behavior. At some point, it stopped being just about Ashley's personal choices and became a larger debate about morality, accountability, and the extremes people will go to for internet fame. Just when people thought her love life couldn't get any more controversial, Ashley shifted her attention from inmates to much younger men. One of the most talked about names linked to her, Sanis, a TikTok creator, whose interactions with Ashley quickly raised eyebrows. Their connection became a major source of contention, with many questioning the nature of their relationship and whether Ashley had once again crossed a line. Ashley and Santos live streams.
I mean, like, never get to talk to somebody as same as you.
When you get me.
What do you mean, am I with you or am I against you?
Yeah, that's what you just said. I just asked you a question. You felt like the 100 question I asked you.
How?
And I just asked you, when can you get me? It's a simple question.
Are you gonna get some acro-
Despite their popularity, were often uncomfortable to watch. Ashley frequently made inappropriate advances toward him, repeatedly crossing boundaries that left both Santos and her audience visibly uneasy. While Santos attempted to deflect her flirtatious behavior and maintain professionalism, Ashley's persistence often put him in awkward and unsettling situations. The tension escalated dramatically during one particularly shocking live broadcast. Ashley, visibly intoxicated, exposed herself in front of thousands of viewers.
Trevino. She is from Texas, from what I can see, and they call her the inmate hopper because she likes to date and or marry men that are in prison for some reason. And she went really viral like a few months ago. She was dating a man in prison.
The incident sent shockwaves across social media, leaving many disgusted and deeply concerned, not just for Santos, who was clearly uncomfortable, but for the broader implications of her behavior. Viewers questioned her mental state, her lack of self-awareness, and the disturbing example she was setting for her children. Santos' discomfort during their interactions was painfully obvious. He often sidestepped her flirtatious remarks and avoided physical advances, but Ashley continued to push the boundaries, seemingly unbothered by how it affected him or anyone watching. Despite the clear inappropriateness of her behavior, the controversy only seemed to fuel her popularity. Instead of facing the widespread condemnation one might expect,
He gets out of prison because she doesn't have her own place. She lives at home with her parents. They get a hotel room and they spend the night together. But then a week later or 2 weeks later, they break up because apparently she did not look like what he thought she looked like. And just like all this drama, seeing the stuff she does on live really irks me in front of her kids.
Ashley continued to gain followers. Her live streams brought in gifts and financial support, reinforcing the idea that her most outrageous and problematic moments were her greatest currency online. Rather than stepping back or showing remorse, Ashley leaned into the chaos. She used every backlash as an opportunity to keep herself relevant and in the public eye, as if controversy was a strategic tool rather than a consequence of her actions. But perhaps the most heartbreaking aspect of this entire situation was the collateral damage: her children. As Ashley fixated on digital fame and validation from internet strangers.
You're my 30th inmate. Did I not tell you that? You really are. I swear. I've been with 30 inmates. Ruby! I swear.
It became increasingly clear that her priorities were at odds with the emotional needs of her kids. Her daughters, caught in the crossfire of their mother's reckless online persona, had to navigate the fallout both online and offline. One of the most disturbing revelations came when Ashley admitted that she projected her own jealousy onto one of her daughters. She confessed that while they were living with her father, she would pull her daughter's hair out of frustration, believing that her dad loved the child more than her. This shocking confession left many disturbed. How could a mother harbor such resentment toward her own child?
I'm not with no one, just with you, but I've already married too. You're stupid. I mean, now I'm in a prison sister-wife relationship.
But the troubling parenting dynamics didn't stop there. In another instance, Ashley pressured her teenage daughter to get lip fillers, insisting her lips weren't big enough. Thankfully, her daughter stood her ground and refused, but the damage of such comments on a young girl's self-esteem is undeniable. These moments painted a devastating picture of a parent whose insecurities overshadowed her responsibilities as a caregiver.
How does that make me feel? Just kidding.
Ideal.
It's just I love it.
Ashley's daughters often appeared in her live streams, looking visibly disinterested, frustrated, or outright begging their mother to log off TikTok and spend time with them. In one particularly alarming incident, one of her daughters ran away from home in the middle of the night. Ashley didn't even notice she was gone until the child returned the next morning. This level of neglect and misplaced priorities became a recurring theme, raising serious concerns about her parenting and the long-term emotional toll on her children. The internet was not silent about Ashley's behavior. Concerned viewers repeatedly reported her to Child Protective Services.
Why is his phone vibrating?
What?
Are y'all jealous because I'm in the same room as him or what?
CHPHS. Alarmed by the lack of stability in her children's lives, Ashley, however, brushed off these reports as if they were a badge of honor rather than a sign of deep-seated issues. She boasted that CHPHS had investigated her over 20 times, yet she laughed at the idea of losing custody, completely trivializing the seriousness of the situation.
Do the thing, do that.
Okay, no tongue, please. No tongue. We want the tongue in the mouth. We want it to stay in the mouth.
I mean, I see this.
I see this nunu is ridiculous.
While Ashley refused to acknowledge the gravity of her actions, her children found solace away from the chaos. They often stayed with their grandparents, who provided them with stability, peace, and a home free from the constant scrutiny of the internet. But even though this gave them a temporary escape, it was not a permanent solution. The emotional toll of constantly being shuttled back and forth between a chaotic online-fueled household and a calmer, more stable environment was undeniable. Ashley Trevino's chaotic world stands in stark contrast to the stability of her children's grandparents' home, and the repeated CHPHS reports only add to the growing concerns surrounding her parenting, despite countless complaints.
Yeah.
Stop. I got you. I told you that. I told you I got you. I got you. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Stop. I got you. Stop.
The system meant to protect children seems either unable or unwilling to step in, leaving many wondering how she continues to get away with it. People are asking, how can someone rack up over 20 CHPHS reports without serious consequences? Is the system failing these kids, or are the claims simply not enough to warrant action? Either way, the situation has left viewers frustrated.
Stop.
Feeling powerless to help and questioning whether online outrage actually makes a difference when real lives are at stake. But here's where things get even messier. Instead of facing repercussions, Ashley is being rewarded with attention, views, and gifts. Her reckless behavior has embarrassed her children, fractured her family, and completely destroyed her reputation, yet she continues to thrive off the drama. So, the real question is, are we, as viewers, part of the problem? By watching, commenting, and engaging, are we feeding the chaos and encouraging her antics? And at what cost, not just to her kids, but to the standards of what we consider entertainment? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest tea.